Hey everyone, and welcome to Red Wrench 2025, a new era of the channel where I'm planning to do things a little bit differently, as you can see. Way back in 2020, in one of those wonderful COVID lockdowns, I started Red Wrench as a hobby. I did one of those Skillshare Adobe Illustrator courses, and it spiraled into my first video on the T26 Lite tank, which somehow got a few hundred views. And here we are over 4 years later, hitting the 120,000 subscriber mark. It's insane. This channel has become a pretty big part of my life, and I'm incredibly grateful that so many people seem to enjoy my videos. I know it sounds a bit cliche, but I genuinely couldn't have done it without your constant support at every stage. I do read all the comments, and while some are a bit strange, the majority are so kind, so thoughtful, and really motivate me to make more content and make better content. I've got this lovely play button got sent to me in September, and it was a bit surreal to see it arrive in person. So thank you very much for that. And there are a couple of little items that might mean even more to me than that play button. The first of which, I'm not sure you can see it properly, but my dad made me this little glass laser engraved trophy thing for 10,000 subscribers back in February 2023. He was shocked that YouTube doesn't really recognize a channel until 100k. How cute is that? My parents have always been insanely supportive and endlessly enthusiastic about Red Wrench and stuff like that. It means a lot. Likewise, my flatmates made me this play button for 100,000 subscribers while we waited for the actual one to arrive. 100,000 nerds. You can barely tell the difference, to be fair. One of them actually does a lot of the animation work for the channel, so you have him to thank for stuff like the dogfight, recoilless rifle, and F-35 animations, just to name a few. Anyway, this isn't just going to be me doing sort of awkward acceptance speech. Don't worry. Going forward, the channel is going to change. Just a little. Firstly, as you can see, I'm going to try and have my face in it. I feel like it makes it a little bit more engaging, a little bit more personal, and at the end of the day, my videos are just me, some guy, trying to explain to you why I think a tank or a plane or a boat or whatever is really interesting. I feel like a disembodied voice doesn't really accomplish that goal so well. It also means that I can use it as a sort of B-roll for projects that I don't have that much footage for. I can do museum visits, I can build scale models, and finally I can do sponsors that want to see people's faces. I'm not sure if you noticed the Raycon sponsorship where I had to sort of awkwardly cut around my own ear. It was a bit strange. I also promised to do a face reveal at 100,000 subscribers like an idiot. So anyway, get used to all this. And on the topic of being more personal and more engaging, I'm also going to reshuffle things regarding Patreon and Discord. I plan to make some more experimental content over the next while with 3D modeling, animating, and more narrative content, and posting that on YouTube can be a bit risky. Instead, I'm going to be posting it on Patreon, most likely exclusively to Patreon, at least for a while. Right now, the Patreon is sort of set up in a way that my patrons are giving me money, but getting very little back in return, supporting the channel out of the goodness of their hearts, which of course I massively appreciate. But future state, I want to expand that side of things. Still getting ad-free in early videos, but with additional video content and an exclusive Discord that I can be a lot more active in. The existing Discord server has been great. It's a genuinely lovely place to interact with you guys, but I do need to sort of try and refocus it back onto the channel. There are loads of excellent tank and military history Discord servers that I'm already active on, like EDA320s, the Chieftains, Armored Archives, Tank Encyclopedia, Tankograd, Cone of Arcs, etc, etc. And you can ping me in any of those if you need anything and don't fancy paying that extra. But by the end of the month, I'll shift the Discord to Patreon only, so I can share behind the scenes stuff, do Q&As, giveaways, that sort of thing. For those who just want to watch videos on YouTube, nothing will change, don't worry. But that's about it. Red Wrench 2025 is a go. I've got lots of fun ideas for new videos, as well as being aware that many promised sequels have sort of failed to ever materialize, like the IS series, the Cobra variants, Hatton series, front-mounted turrets, American oscillating turrets, just to name a few. You do keep commenting and I do see them, I promise. Sometimes the original video doesn't do that well, so I lose a bit of motivation to make another, but we'll see. If you have any ideas for the channel, videos or otherwise, do comment below. I'd love to hear them. Also, shout out to EDA320. Rex's Hanger, and Hard Thrasher for helping me out at times, collaborating, being my little YouTube pals. It can be a weirdly lonely job, and it's nice to be able to chat to other people who are doing similar things. Anyway, I've definitely talked for quite long enough. Thank you all again for your support over the last 4 years. New videos are on the way early February. Here's 2025. Cheers.